3, 2, 1.
When did the Ottoman Empire reach its greatest territorial extent? The answer is B, 1683. 21 October 1805 is the date of which famous battle? The answer is A, Trafalgar. Who was the first king in history to foster a belief in one God? The answer is A, Akhenaten. Cleopatra formed an alliance with Mark Antony, one of the triumvirs who ruled Rome following Caesar's death. How many children did Mark Antony and Cleopatra have? The answer is C, 3. In 451, Flavius Aetius, in alliance with the Visigoths, finally defeated Attila the Hun. Where did the famous battle take place? The answer is A, on the Catalonian fields. The Cold War, which began in 1947, was a consequence of World War II. Who were the leaders of the two superpowers, the USA and the Soviet Union, at the beginning of the Cold War? The answer is D, Truman and Stalin. Who ruled England at the time of Shakespeare? The answer is A, Elizabeth I. What did Napoleon have built to commemorate his victories? The answer is A, Arc de Triomphe. Who invented the hot air balloon in the 18th century? The answer is C, the Montgolfier brothers. July 1969 will go into history as the month man first set foot on the moon. However, in that same month and year another momentous event took place. Which event was that? The answer is B, the Nixon Doctrine is declared. In 1447, Johannes Gutenberg invented the printing press. What was the first book he produced? The answer is C, the Bible. Which project developed the first atomic bombs during World War II? The answer is D, Manhattan Project. When was the first heart transplant? The answer is D, 1967. What was the Chinese technique of stamped or pounded earth that was used in construction of house walls and defensive structures? The answer is A, Hangtiu. In what year did the U.S. begin direct military involvement in Vietnam? The answer is B, 1964. Who was the first Russian Tsar of the Romanov dynasty? The answer is D, Michael. Which French ruler was finally defeated in 1815? The answer is A, Napoleon. What device was invented in 1879 by James Ritty, the owner of a tavern in Dayton, Ohio? The answer is B, the cash register. Which general commanded the Confederate forces at the Battle of Gettysburg that started on July 1, 1863? The answer is A, Robert E. Lee. What was the codename for the amphibious assault on Normandy, France on 6 June 1944? The answer is C. Neptune. In 1991, there was outrage after the LAPD's notorious encounter with which man was caught on video. The answer is B. Rodney King. Which entity was ruled by Frederick Barbarossa? The answer is B. The Holy Roman Empire. Who directed the 1987 film Full Metal Jacket? The answer is D. Stanley Kubrick. What does the term Precambrian mean? The answer is A. Before Cambrian. How old was John F. Kennedy when he became president? The answer is D. 43. What product was registered with the United States Patent and Trademark Office on October 27 in 1970 by the Van Brode Milling Company? The answer is D. Spork. What decade saw the launch of the Internet for mass usage, the fall of the Soviet Union, and the implementation of the euro currency? The answer is A. 1990s. During which war did the Battle of Marathon take place? The answer is D. Persian. In what year did the French Revolution begin? The answer is A. 1789. Who is Henry Roman VIII's last wife? The answer is A. Catherine Parr. What is the name of the Aztec god of death? The answer is B. Mictlantecuhtli. Which famous female ruler came to power in a 1762 coup against her husband? The answer is B. Catherine the Great. Against which country were the two Gulf Wars fought? The answer is B. Iraq. What was the name of the vehicle in which Sir Malcolm Campbell broke the 300 mph barrier in 1935? The answer is D. Bluebird. Which of these was not used by medieval knights? The answer is D. Gatling gun. Where was the Greek army of Leonidas annihilated by Persians in 480 BC? The answer is B. Thermopylae. Which of these Roman gods doesn't have a counterpart in Greek mythology? The answer is C. Janus. What is the name of the largest structure at Teotihuacan, and around how many platform monuments and pyramids were built there? The answer is C. Pyramid of the Sun, 600. Which one of these people holds several patents for fishing lures? The answer is A. Gary Berghoff. Which event did not occur in the same year as the other three? The answer is B. Theodore Geisel writes Cat in the Hat. What event began on April 12, 1861? The answer is D. American Civil War. Which nation's Catholic bishops issued the famous letter to their German counterparts in which they forgave and asked for forgiveness? The answer is A. Poland. What country's civilian airliner was shot down by a Russian fighter jet in 1983? The answer is A. South Korea. In what way did Julius Caesar die? The answer is B. Assassination. Backslash, what's your name backslash? The answer is A. 1962 song which asks is it Mary or Sue backslash. Which continent features the earliest evidence of etching into a rock face? The answer is D. Australia. How many Al-Qaeda terrorists were involved in the destruction of the $1 billion guided missile destroyer USS Cole, which was protected by some 70 tons of armor shielding? The answer is A. 2. Which military attack took place on Deck 7, 1941? The answer is C. Pearl Harbor. Who renamed the South Sea as the Pacific Ocean in 1520? The answer is D. Ferdinand Magellan. What Dukes of Hazzard star played Thumblerig the Gambler in the 1960 movie The Alamo?